Hello everyone and welcome back to more Mystic Destinies Serendipity of Aeons. Oh my gosh, we are back again. We have much to do for this series before actually getting onto the main stuff in which I need to buy the routes. So yeah, as I have explained to you guys in the last episode, we started off on this game, and we had a bit of the prologue going on, so we got a little setting of the whole story, and we were introduced with our main character, and how it is that she got herself involved in the whole other realm kind of thing, where it's like the hidden world, as so to speak. So yeah, long story short, our mom, who was not our mom, decided to kidnap us to the countryside and perform a ritual, drugged us, roofied our drink, and perform this ritual on us, where she transfers this immortality curse that she had placed on her to us, and in doing so, we also get a bit of her power. So yes, we wake up the very next day, going from ordinary student life, from meeting all these strange guys in our school in our first year, and then going into this whole, and then getting invited to like this hidden class kind of thing, where it's like a little Harry Potter world kind of thing in the basement of our school. And that's where we find out that there's this whole supernatural shit going on, and we got powers and we can't control them, and because of that, we are very dangerous, so to speak, from our professor here. So yeah, so we last left off is where our Professor Kazuma was going to show us what was going on, because we were so lost and confused, and so he kind of just thrusted the freaking light orb at us with no warnings at all, and then we were so pissed off on the day's events that we blew up the classroom with our the amount of power that we have. So yeah, and afterwards, once we evacuated the classroom and we came back to consciousness, that's when the professor was like, hey, you've got a lot of power with you, but you can't control it, so you have to partner up with somebody to help you, and then to help you control your powers, as well as to help them defend against it, because you're very dangerous. So we're like, what the fuck? So okay, so that's where we last left off. So as you can see, we have all of our potential love interests, or our destiny. And so yeah, and each guy, as I have clicked by chance just to see, yeah, so the game does include one chapter for each of the guys, and then the rest you gotta buy them. So I figured, since every guy has one chapter at least, I might as well just do them in order, and just to see how each of the guys are. So let's just go down the kind of the row here, and start off with Shou Hatori, the emotional drama king. Yes, Shou is the popular and upbeat drama student. I knew he was a drama student who lives to socialize. He can come off as cocky and airheaded at times, but he's also very sweet. Secretly, Shou hides painful struggles behind a smile, as do all these kind of character tropes. Even as an adult, he still lacks control of his powers, and his choice of career remains at odds with the acceptance he seeks from his family. Yes, come on, it's showtime is his catchphrase. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, that is his little character bio. So let's read the story, I guess. So yeah, there we go. We read the story. So here's the main story. There's a total of 12 chapters, and we have one chapter for him as of now. So we can do that. We can get started on him, and then yeah, chapter 1, Fire Starter. Cool. Alright, so as I was saying, I don't know exactly how long each of their chapters are, but regardless, I feel like I might just have to do them in separate episodes, just so I can keep things organized. But yeah, but until then, and then yeah, because yeah, I would do them on different routes anyway, separate routes anyway. So yeah, I will do that, you guys, just so you guys have a heads up. So Professor Kazuma's words ring in my ears. My stomach is in knots. Oh god. Make my decision now? How can I just choose? Well, I already did for you, girl. Despite my uncertainty, my eyes naturally drift towards Shou. He's the one I've met first and talked to the most, so I guess. I guess. Okay, fine, I pick Shou. Might as well. Huh? Me? Yes, you. Yes, you. Suddenly looking very serious, Shou turns to face Professor Kazuma. Professor K, I can't. You know I can't. My power, yes, because you can't control it either way. He can't control his too, but like, hey, it's both a learning experience for the both of us, you know? Shou, I think this will be good for you. Yeah, you can learn along the way too. Besides, at least any explosions she causes can't hurt you. Really? Hold up. Explosions? Please tell me I'm not going to explode people by accident? Yeah, you're right. Of course you are. Professor, I don't see how this is a good idea in any sense of the word. If the only other option is Shou, I'd be a much better candidate. But you're the one who didn't want to babysit me, huh? I could teach her at least. Tatsuya, this was her decision. We have to respect it. Okay. Yes, that's true. Yeah, but how could she possibly act responsibly without full knowledge of the situation? Well, I'm gonna learn. I don't know, maybe Tatsuya is right. I'm definitely the worst candidate here right now. But still, if you can't believe in your judgment, then trust in mine. You can do this, Shou. You got this. You got this, bro. As I rise to my feet, I can't help but feel uneasy. Did I make the right choice? Maybe I should have picked someone else. No, shut up. Just go with it. Gotta commit. Everyone turns to face me expectant. I want to say that I want to switch partners, but one look at Shou's face completely crushes my will to do that. Exactly. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna choose you. Wait, never mind. No, that's horrible. I don't know what's going on, but I should at least give him a chance, right? I changed what I was going to say instead. So I'll just go home now? Yeah, I guess. You know, blowing up the classroom for the day just deserves a warrant for me to go home. There's a lot I need to process. Yes, that too. Oh, wait, I'll walk you home. Oh, sure. No, that's alright. It's not far. I'm sure I'll be fine. Now that my newfound power is to fucking explode shit. I got this. Oh, but I insist you chose me to help you after all, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm way too tired to argue this. Yeah. Fine, alright, let's get going then. Without waiting for Shou, I move towards the elevator. Another place where it feels like the walls are closing in. I sigh. Ugh, claustrophobia. This whole situation is making me feel claustrophobic. Yes, exactly. As I walk into the elevator, I hear Shou's rushed footsteps behind me. Hey, wait up. Yeah, I just want to get some fresh air right now. He somehow manages to slip into the elevator just before me. Haha, made it. Ha, made it, yeah. I can't help but be a little amused as the elevator closes with a gentle ding. We make our way towards my apartment building. The silence between us gives me time to think. Did I make the right choice? I'm still not sure. I don't know. I glance at Shou out of the corner of my eye. He's walking right beside me, so close our hands almost brush against each other a couple of times. Ew. I did see him slacking off. He was having a nap in the business club room after all. But, Shou looks at me. Can I be sure he won't just slack off when he's supposed to help me? I'm sure he'll help you, girl, okay? When it comes to this kind of situation. Hey, I was wondering. Yes, Shou, what? I nearly jump out of my skin when he suddenly starts to talk. Yes? Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. Nah, good. I'm just a little jumpy, that's like, I was just wondering why you chose me. Oh, because you're the first on the list. I grow intensely uncomfortable and start pulling my hands through my ponytail. I don't know. Why did I choose Shou? And why does he seem so weird about it? You don't have to answer that. Sorry for being all weird. Nah. So, you're human, right? Kinda. I'm a homunculus, if that counts. I should be telling you about all the awesome stuff in our world, since it's your world now, too. What? Vampires are actually real, you know. They tend to mostly stick with their own clans, though. Ha! That's good to know. So no creepy loner vampires who live in giant castles all by themselves. That's nice to hear, as far as I know, anyway. So vampires are real. I wonder if they burn in the sun, or maybe they sparkle. No! As Shou gets ready to continue his lecture on Supernatural 101, I'm suddenly struck with a thought. What? What about you? Are you anything? Yeah. Are you a wizard? Me? I'm a phoenix. You're a phoenix? No way! No fucking. Oh wow. I thought me and my basic mind was just like, yeah, he's like a wizard or some sort of magical being that's like humanoid. That's like a human, like a sorcerer, a wizard, or an alchemist. You know, just the basics. No, straight up phoenix. God. Oh, a phoenix. Damn. Wait, you mean like the firebird? Yes. Rise from the ashes and all that? Well, we're not actual birds. Oh, do tell. Educate me, please. And we sort of lost the ability to rise from ashes a long time ago. No one's really sure why. Oh. Huh. But we're still pyrokinetics. Oh. Okay, technically anyway. Oh. So is that why Professor Kazuma said I can't blow you up? Yep, fire can't really hurt me. That's a relief, I guess. That's one ability all phoenixes are born with. Yes, I figured. The conversation dies down after that, and we finally come to a stop in front of my building. Okay. Shou stands in front of me, fidgeting. What's up? Will you be okay all alone? Should I stay? No! Not like I'm gonna get jumped in my own house, okay? But even then, I can just blow them up, remember? I should be fine if I don't get too emotional, right? I mean, I got through my classes fine earlier, right? I think so. Well, maybe. What do you mean, maybe? You should stay away from stuff that might trigger any releases of power. Yeah, I got it. Even when he says that, he still looks worried. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to play it safe then. Why? I won't play any video games or do anything else that might be too stimulating, right? I can't help myself. The sarcasm just falls right out of my mouth. So much for being reassuring, Hannah. Great, then I can head home without worrying. Okay, cool. But before I go, let's exchange numbers just in case. Right! Shou pulls out his phone, ready to receive my number. How is he so casual about this? Well, you know, it's just... sure, it's just not much you can really do about it. Just have to accept it. Once we exchange numbers, I wave goodbye to Shou. Bye. Later. Take care, don't hesitate to call me if you need anything. Okay. Yeah, bye. I nod and see him off before climbing the stairs to my apartment. He seemed cheerful enough, but I can't shake the feeling that he's still worried about me. Naturally, I mean, I did blow up the classroom, but it's okay. When I get in, I drop my bag on the floor and fall face down on my bed. Wow. Well then, as soon as I close my eyes, thoughts of Shou run rampant behind them. Why? You just only really met the dude. I'm not really sure what to think of him, and I get the feeling he's hiding something. Oh, wow, pinpointing those character bio stuff already. Wow, Hannah. It's like you're psychic. But along with his mysteriously troubled expressions, I find his smile also etched into my mind. Okay. Alright. Next day. Oh, washroom. I eventually managed to push myself off my bed to do my nighttime rituals. This is really creepy. Why is the music like this? Or why is the washroom so dark? I don't like this. Dressed in my pajamas, I'm alone in my dark, tiny bathroom. Dark, tiny bathroom, which means no fucking escape. I stare down at the running water slowly pooling in my cupped hands. Girl, why don't you turn on the damn light? Completely mesmerized, my thoughts quiet down for once. Light from the bedroom slithers in through the open door, dimly illuminating the small space. I mean, light in washroom now. I gently wash away the peach scrub I'd put on my face. The warm water feels nice against my skin, yes. I look up at my reflection as I pat my face down with a towel. Huh? What the? Now she finally notices her eyes. I blink once, twice. It can't be. Oh, but it is. I move closer to the mirror. What the hell? Yes. Hey! You now have two different colored eyes. With my nose practically touching my reflection, I can't help but gasp at what I see. My eyes. Yes, your eyes. One of my eyes is now a vivid green instead of a brown. Yes. Stunned into complete silence, I slowly pull back from the mirror. There's no way this is normal, but it is now. I carefully touch my reflection. For a moment, I actually wonder if I might suddenly reach out. For a moment, I wonder if it might suddenly reach out and grab me, but nothing like that happens. If it did, I would have just pissed myself. I look so strange with mismatched eyes, but it looks cool. Could this be a side effect of my new powers? Maybe. Yeah, most likely. As I'm trying to figure out the various possibilities for my eye color change, I finally realized something. What? This green is exactly the same shade as Mother, or Shizuka. A sharp pain rings through my skull as repressed memories start flooding back to me. I open my eyes. I can see the full moon hanging up in the high sky, hanging up high in the sky above me. Yes, we're going back to this. No. I try to move, but my body's completely unresponsive. Help me, please help me. Yeah, help. Yes, Shizuka. A homunculus, the perfect copy of my physical self, so I created you. Yes. I am not your mother. Yes. I am the alchemist who made you. Yes, we already know that. The chalk outline suddenly glows an eerie green. Yes, and her eyes turn brown. Shizuka stares at me, and I can see the green of her eyes starts to swirl and changes to brown. Yep. I want to scream as the pain spreads from my eyes to the rest of my body. Yep. It hurts so much, please make it stop. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? I can barely hear her whisper the words. Alright, my mother. Not exactly mother, but I'll call you mother. No, she's not my mother. My creator. Yes. That's more like it. The memory of the pain brings it back all anew. Like a wildfire, the ghostly pain spreads through my body. My vision starts to get blurry. Ugh, no, not again. Oh, no, yeah. Won't do you good to pass out on your washroom floor. Your bathroom floor, yes. A bright light flashes, suddenly illuminating the dim bathroom. Why? Ah! In a rush of panic, I stumble and bump into the counter, accidentally knocking something off to the ground. Why? What is it? As I watch my glasses fall and clatter to the floor, I'm startled back into reality. The light goes away as quickly as it came. Yeah. I don't move, I don't dare to. It feels like the world is closing around me. Well, maybe because you have a very tiny bathroom, that's why. I look back at the mirror, my own expression surprises me. Why? Terror. Yes, I'm afraid of myself, of what I can do, of what I might do, accidentally or not. I'm unsure of what to do, if I can even do anything. You blew up the classroom. I have to remind you that like 700 times. I know I can't even begin to comprehend what my creator did or how to undo it. My mind wanders deeper and deeper into the endless terrible outcomes. Girl, there's no use just worrying over this. You just gotta chill. Suddenly, the familiar vibration of my phone lets me know that I have missed a message. I have a missed message. The screen lights up again, and I pick it up. Message received. Okay. I scrub my tears away and sigh. I'm an idiot. The light that scared me so much is your phone. It was just my phone going off. I actually thought I was about to blow up something. Trying to rid myself of the overwhelming embarrassment, I quickly grab my phone and go back to my room. Alright. I sit down on the bed to read the messages. Oh, they're both from Shou. I tap the touchscreen to reveal 3 very cheerful messages. Why am I not surprised he texts like this? Oh, so many emojis, so many cow emojis. Look at them all. Hey, it's me. Surprise, bet you weren't expecting a text from me so soon. I got home and I thought I should check with you, okay? Today must have been really scary for you, suddenly being thrown into a whole different world like that. Everything will be okay, okay? You're in the best school to learn all you need, and I'll be there for you whenever you need me. Good night. Okay. Wow. Look at all the cow emojis. Okay. I stare at the cheerful messages and can't help but laugh. Even in text form, Shou seems to be very well him. I gently tap the screen again and open the next message. P.S. Don't forget to stay away from anything too exciting. Don't watch any emotional dramas, just in case at night. Okay, I won't get invested in my K-dramas, alright, just because they make me so mad. I snort. He really took me seriously with that. Still, his texts are kind of adorable, yeah. Maybe I should text him. I'll send him something. Be flirty, be funny, be sassy, be serious. I won't text him after all. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna text him. Be funny. I'ma be funny. I decide to snap a selfie with my phone. I pucker my lips out as much as I can in the famous duck face pose and hold up a peace sign. Everything's peaceful here, I type, then hit send. I'm so funny! A few minutes later, I receive a photo even more ridiculous than mine. Shou's also making the same face I am, but he has bunny ears on. The combination is enough to make me start laughing, which is for me is a several-minute ordeal. I go to sleep feeling unreasonably cheerful. Ah, yay! Alright, that was cute. It's been a few days since my episode in the bathroom. Luckily, there hasn't been a repeat performance so far. I ended up signing up for one more class on Wednesday, Introductions to the Unseen. Whoa! Whoa! I unlocked so many new classes! It helped me learn a little more about this new world I've been thrown into. My new reality is finally starting to sink in. Still, at times it's hard to believe that... Still at times it's hard to believe all this is actually real. Though, to be honest, the only noticeable difference is the change in my eye color. Yes. I did try to get some brown contact lenses to hide my new green eye, but that was a complete failure. Why? Not used to it? Somehow I managed to go through a dozen colored contact lenses. And every single one of them turned from brown to green within seconds of being put in. Hey, what the hell? That's just not fair. God. The eye color's just like, no. But considering how crazy things were at first, the contacts thing is no big deal. At least no one has been rude enough to say anything about it yet, right? Not being bullied yet. I don't have, the stapled class bitch to like freaking make my life a living hell as of now. I haven't really seen the boys from the business club since that whole explosion thing in Professor Kazuma's class. Yeah, okay. I wonder what they think of me after that. That I'm pretty freaking metal, right? Right? I reach the door marked 129 and hear voices coming from inside. It'll be fine, they might be mad, maybe I won't go in. It'll be fine! It'll be fine. I'ma go in. It'll be fine. I think if anyone would be tolerant of strangeness, it's them. Right? Yeah, they've probably seen a lot weirder things anyways. Yeah, exactly. I push the door open. Hey y'all. When I walk in, I'm immediately met with now familiar faces. Shinji is napping in the armchair. Okay. An open book is resting on his chest. It looks like he fell asleep reading something. Okay. Tatsuya is standing next to the bookshelves, looking like he's trying to set fire to the books with his eyes. I can't help but wonder if he might actually be trying to do just that. I wonder if he has any powers, though that might be rude to ask. And Shou is sitting on the couch, his eyes carefully scanning what seems to be a script. None of them notice me come in. As I'm awkwardly standing in the doorway, Tatsuya suddenly turns to Shinji. Yeah. Hey slacker, where did you put the book on statistics? Shinji's eyes snap open. He looks at Tatsuya with a smile. Is he holding it? Oh, so he wasn't sleeping. A book is missing, so you immediately assume it's me. Really, Tatsu, you should know better than to jump to conclusion without any proof. Well, who else would take it? And I told you to stop calling me that. Tatsu. Guys, don't start this again. I can't believe you even pulled this stuff here. I step further into the room and clear my throat. Hey, ahem. All three of them instantly divert their attention to me. Oh, hey, Hannah. Hey, I'm not late, am I? Yeah. No, you're early. We still have 20 minutes before the schedule start. Okay. Yes, and with Tatsu in charge, we always have to start exactly on time. You. Guys, come on, not again. No fighting. Stop it. Yeah, alright. Alright, fine, I have better things to do anyway. Okay, Tatsuya grabs a book off of one of the shelves and sits down at the table to read. Shinji closes his eyes again and goes back to looking like he's asleep. Shou looks at me and passes the spot next to him. Might as well sit, Hannah. Okay. Where's the other guy? Where's the guy with the silver hair? I'm pretty sure he won't... Who is he again? I forgot. I forgot his name. I'm so bad with names. We won't start the club meeting until the official time. Alright. I'm guessing he won't arrive until like a few minutes before it starts. I sit down on the sofa next to Shou. He goes right back to reading his script. It's a little awkward sitting here on the couch with him, even if it is a comfortable silence. Well, comfortable on his part anyway. I got nothing to do. Shou has been texting me every day asking me if I'm alright, if I need anything and the like. Okay, yeah. He's still caring. But this is the first time I've seen him since he walked me home that night. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I'm starting to think that the professor was overreacting. Right now, it just feels like I'm wasting Shou's time. With nothing else to do, I look around the room, but everything is exactly the same as it was the last time I was here. The occasional sound of turning pages is the only sound in the entire room. What do? Should I just go get a drink and come back on time or something? It's then I realize that I should check my messages since my phone's been off all day. You actually turn off your phone? Oh my god. This is why you don't turn off your phone, even if it's for class. Just put it on silent, god. I pull my phone out of my pocket and turn it on. It immediately begins vibrating like crazy over and over again. 5 new messages, holy shit. I quickly scroll through them and see that they're all from my dad. Oh, Dad! We haven't heard much from him, right? Because, oh god. Hey sweetie, I just got back from Budapest a few hours ago. I'm sorry I missed a chance to see you off on your first day of university. I brought back some souvenirs. There's something for you, but it's a surprise. I'll give it to you next time you're home. Let me know when you have some free time. I'll send a car for you. We can have a nice family meal together. Have you seen your mother? I tried calling her, but her phone seems to be off. Kyle says she hasn't seen your mother since she went to meet you. Did she tell you where she was going after meeting you? She hasn't sent any emails to me. I'm worried. Let me know if she told you anything as soon as you can. Oh my god, Dad, worrying for all the wrong reasons. I feel like a bucket of ice cold water was suddenly poured over me. A heavy weight settles in my stomach. I think I'm going to be sick. I can't stop my hands from trembling. My phone falls from my hand and hits the floor. Uh-oh. You gotta calm down. You can't get emotional right now. Don't want to blow up the club room too. Startled by the sound, the guys snap their heads up and look at me. Hannah? Oh god, gonna have a mental breakdown. Jesus Christ. I sit there unable to say anything. My whole body is shaking. I don't know how I could forget. No, I knew. Of course I knew. I just didn't want to think about it. Didn't want to remember. Not again. Never again. But the memories of that night under the moon was flooding back into my mind once more. Oh no, not here. Not again. I don't want to blow up this room. No. I can't stop it. The memories I tried my best to ignore are coming back in flashes again. My head is throbbing painfully. How will I ever tell Dad what that woman did? Yeah. Would he even believe me? Does he know the truth? My thoughts jumbled together into one incoherent mess. All I can imagine is how horrified my dad will be if I tell him the truth. That I'm not actually your daughter, that I am a homunculus, I am actually created by means of science. And not that kind of science. If I don't, he'll still think something's wrong, that she's been kidnapped or killed. I can hear distant voices calling out to me, but the ringing in my ears is getting worse. I need air. I need air. I get up, my feet unsteady, and I try to walk to the door. I can hear someone calling out to me, but the ringing in my ears is making everything jumbled. Hey Hannah, what's wrong? I can't even tell who's talking to me. A sharp pain suddenly pierces through my skull. Headache. I grab my head in a desperate attempt to stop everything. My body is starting to feel hot. Oh no. A bright light forms around me. I screw my eyes shut, hoping that somehow it will all stop, but they're forced open. No, not again. Oh shit, I'm gonna just explode. Hannah. Oh shit. Hearing the desperate tone in Shou's voice, I open my eyes. He moves closer to me, only to be viciously flung back into the wall. Oh, I got a force field. Sorry. My bad. You know, new powers and all, I can't control it and shit. Yeah. I can't even get the words out. Shou. Yeah, oh god. Shinji immediately runs to help Shou up. I can't stop it. I can't do anything. My body is frozen in place as green mist-like flames surround me. Ooh, I got green fire. They swirl and wildly dance around me. The 3 of them stand in front of me, just out of reach of the flames. Do something. Did you guys not take a class on this? Like, protection spell 101 kind of thing? Hello? Defensive spells? Hello? This is bad, really bad. Yeah, no shit. If we don't stop her, she might blow up half the school. I know, so do something. If we're lucky, that is. We could freeze her. Freeze me! That should stop the meltdown without harming her too much. We're not freezing her. You have no idea what that would actually do, right? Frostbite, hypothermia. Yo, dude, I'm only human, even though I do have supernatural powers now. It's all I can do to maintain myself while they argue. He's right, yeah. Her magic is wild, there's no telling how it would react if we attempted to freeze her. Well then, you suggest something before we're all dead. Yes. Force field! How about a force field? He turns to Shou. I thought you were supposed to watch her. I told Professor Kazuma I would do a better job. Just shut up! Like I said, you're the one who didn't want to babysit me. Clearly I was right. Your incompetence is about to get us all killed. Oh, not now. God damn it, Tatsuya. No time to be a fucking ass. That's enough, Tatsu. Blaming others won't get us anywhere, exactly. We need... Oh, what? Something behind me draws their attention. I can't move to see, but then I feel a slight sting in the back of my shoulder. Almost immediately I began to feel sleepy. I think he tranquilized me. My body relaxes all on its own and the flames go out as if they were never present. As I fall, I'm caught in someone's arms. I'm pretty sure it's Kazuma. I look up to see the smiling face of Takumi. Oh, hey, what the hell? Never mind. I gotcha now, don't worry. Damn, okay, nice. Coming in clutch. My vision starts to go dark. Thanks for tranquilizing me, but like, whatever. Got the job done. I can hear the sound of rushed footsteps coming closer. Thanks for that, Takumi. I can take her now. She's my responsibility. Well, okay. My body suddenly feels like it's floating. Someone feels warm. So warm and relaxing. I bet he's like a natural heat pack. Being a phoenix and all. I start to give in to the gentle warmth. All my worries seem to float away. All the bad feelings I had start to disappear when faced with its comforting feeling. So are you gonna tell me what the hell that was about? Yeah. That's the last thing I hear before my consciousness finally slips away and I pass out. Chapter 2, Into the Flames! What the fuck? I thought we only got Chapter 1. What? Okay. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little bit more then. A little bit more. Alright, we can do this. I open my eyes, staring at a strange view from the third time in the past week. This looks sort of familiar though. Yes, we're back in the classroom. The underground classroom. I lie still on what seems to be a cot and calmly try to assess my surroundings. Oh, never mind. I guess they took me to like... Shou took me to like downstairs in the basement kind of thing. It's then I realized that I've been hearing two equally familiar voices. Look, I know everything I already did before, but now I can prove it. Why? What? You can't honestly expect that I'm just going to forget what I saw, Professor K. Oh, what do you mean? I hear a heavy sigh and turn my head to see Takumi talking to Hikaru. Why? What? Is he not magical too? What? No, not with you, Takumi. It'd be hell of a lot easier on me if you did, though. What are they talking about? I'm confused. Hana, you're awake? Yes, I am. I am awake. I turn my head towards Shou's voice, who was apparently sitting on the other side of me the whole time. How do you feel? Like shit. Before I can respond, Takumi and Hikaru's conversation stops. They both walk over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. Yeah. I try to sit up and both Shou and Takumi rush to help me up. Yeah. I'm really not the damsel in distress type, thanks, but I'm totally fine, let them help. I'm definitely not the damsel in distress type. I hold a hand up and they stop before touching me. I sit up on my own. I'm not really the damsel in distress type. I can at least sit up by myself, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got this. Feisty as ever, I see. I got a backbone on my own, okay? I swing my legs over to the side of the bed and try to recall what happened to put me in this position. I freaked out again. After distinctly remembering slamming a certain someone against the wall, I gasp and look at Shou. Oh my god, Shou! I'm so sorry that I did that. Oh my god, Shou, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Huh? For what? Oh, yeah. That's okay, it wasn't your fault. Besides, I'm tougher than that. Oh, that's good, I guess. So tough you were practically in tears when Hannah was unconscious? Aww, you cared enough for me to start crying? Aww. Aw, Shou. Not cool, Taku. Am I wrong then? Wasn't it from the pain? Am I wrong then? Wasn't it from the pain of being slammed against a wall, or could it be from something else? Aww. Aww, aww, aww. You care so much for me. That's enough, Takumi. Shou, take Lee home and talk to her about what we've discussed. What do you mean? Takumi, let's continue our discussion at my desk. Okay. Secret conversations. Hannah, I hope you feel better. Yep. Yeah. Hikaru turns on his heel and walks back over to his desk. Takumi, looking exactly like a child that's just been scolded, glances back at Shou. Sorry, Shou. Hope you feel better, Hannah. It's alright. Takumi runs off to catch up with the professor, leaving Shou and I alone. It's really late, so we better get going. Yeah. Alright, we're once again walking down the street to my apartment. Once again, but this time it feels like we're both in our own worlds. My parents' situation weighs heavily on my mind, and I feel incredibly helpless. Right? What am I gonna tell Dad? I can't just tell them that... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what excuses to make. Like, I can't just tell him that, oh yeah, she cheated on you with some guy and now she's running off with him. Yeah. I glance at Shou. He seems bummed out about something too. I'm pretty sure it's because he feels responsible that we kind of freaked out on his watch. I decide to break the silence. We're making a habit out of this, huh? Huh? Oh. The whole me blowing up, passing out, and having you walk me home after thing. Yeah. I really wish we could get rid of the first two, you know. Replace it with something better, but you know, we're... Baby steps. Baby steps. Heh, yeah, I guess we are. We walk along the darkening street in silence for a while. Then I decide to try to start up a conversation again. I'm sorry... Oh. We stop and stare at each other. A few moments pass before we burst into laughter. Haha, that always happens. You know, where I went to high school, you'd owe me a soda right now after that. Really? Huh? Really, huh? Well, I guess I'd have to buy you one sometime. Yeah. You could tell me about your high school then too. Okay, sounds good. But what were you apologizing for? I'm the only one who should be sorry. I hurt you. It's just, I totally failed you. No! It's just... We're new to this, okay? We're all new to this, you know? It's not like I expected you to do, you know, the perfect job in the beginning. I'm supposed to be helping you, so that doesn't happen. But I was sitting right there and I couldn't do anything to help. I think Tatsuya's right, you should have picked someone else. No! It's not your fault, remain silent, maybe it is your fault. It's not your fault. I was the one who freaked out. Things totally caught us both off guard, so that's not your fault, Shou. It was just... I paused, wondering how the hell to explain my family situation. I got a text message that really upset me. No one would have predicted that. Exactly. And besides, Tatsuya and Shinji couldn't help either. Exactly, it's not like they did shit anyways. Well, I guess that's true too. Yeah. Actually, how did you guys stop me? It was Takumi. He tranquilized me, didn't he? He had to use a tranquilizer dart just to get close to you. Right. I figured. I'm sorry you got hurt. Nah. Beats getting blown up, I guess. Why the hell was he carrying a tranquilizer dart for anyways? I don't know. I instinctively touched the shoulder where I'd felt the sharp but brief pain. So, is Takumi just a human then? Yeah, and he was still the only one who could help you. Wow, okay. Maybe he's a hunter. I don't know. Seeing how pained Shou looked, I stifled my curiosity about Takumi and put on a smile. You were there to take care of me as soon as you could. Exactly. You were there in the aftermath. And you were there when I woke up. Yeah, exactly. And it was very comforting. You were very warm. So thanks. Oh, well, good, yeah. I'm glad I could be helpful in some way. Baby steps, like I said, baby steps. Oh, I almost forgot. What? Shinji apologized about having to leave having to leave before you woke up. That's fine. He and Tatsuya both had work. That's good. It's cool. The Professor K said you have to start taking supplementary classes. Yeah. Yeah. So you're already all signed up for some classes starting tomorrow. Wow. Oh, alright then. Okay. It's pretty sudden, but I guess considering what happened, I shouldn't be surprised, right? We arrive at my apartment just then, and Shou looks at me. It's pretty late, so I've gotta get going. Yeah, no problem, but thanks for everything you said. Yeah, I'll text you later, okay? Yeah, sure. Okay, thanks for walking me home. Alright, with a single wave, Shou jogs off into the night. Well, setting sun, because it's not exactly night yet. I walk into my apartment feeling much more positive than I did this afternoon. I mean, I didn't completely blow up anything, right? It's the next morning. Alright, I'm staring bleary-eyed at an email that completely changes my plans for today. Why? Normally I only have one early afternoon class, but now... Well, that goes. I mean, it's like, again, it's like if you were to be suddenly transported to Hogwarts and you gotta take all these other extra classes and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mind because of that. It's like, oh yeah, I get to learn about magical things and shit like that. But like, still, school. Goddamn, control and focus with Arden, theoretical magical studies with Hirayama, and then practical magic application with Kazuma. Oh, I got a full day of class. Are you kidding me? Ugh! I shoved my face into my pillow and let out all of my frustrations into it. Yes. I feel you, girl. I usually love school, but come on, even I need a break, right? God damn, I had one class, supposedly I had one class today, but then all this shit started and now I have 5 classes. Or 4 classes. Yeah, 4 classes. Oh god. I lift my head up and glare at nothing. Thanks a freaking lot, Professor K! Really appreciate it. Like, I know this is for my own good and to, you know, have more better controls of my power, but like, still... As frustrated as I am, I know that I need these classes too. I know. I couldn't even get to sleep for hours last night. I was so scared. I sigh and push myself up. I reread the email and notice that there's a class called Practical Magic Application. It's with Professor Kazuma. That's why I get to blow shit up. A vivid flashback of Hikaru throwing a spear of light at me fills my mind, and a creeping sense of dread crawls up my spine. Yeah, he's gonna be throwing more than just a spear of light at you. Oh god, he wouldn't, would he? He would. Now I know that Hikaru was never trying to hurt me, only trigger my power. But would he do that again? What if I can't do anything and he has to do... But would he do that again? But what if I can't do anything and he has to, and then The memory of hanging suspended as my powers ran wild, flinging Shou aside like it was nothing. It's all I can see. When I think of that, I get so terrified that I feel like I'm going to start panicking all over again. You need to chill, girl. No, that would be completely counterproductive. Exactly. You need to chill. I just need to calm down and try to figure out how to control these powers in the first place. Exactly. Gotta fake it till you make it, you know? That gives me an idea. I slowly shakily hold a hand out, like I saw Hikaru do before. He just freaking, you know, got imploded or exploded. I don't know. I inhale. Okay. No, control. I need to be calm, or else. No, just focus on what you're trying to do. I hold my hand out. Okay. Let's just make a simple ball of flame. I don't even know. And after a few moments, I realize I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'll just have to do my best to figure it out while I'm there. Hikaru will be a lot more careful now, I'm sure. I think anyway, right? I sigh heavily and get out of bed. It's late afternoon. I should be home by now, you know, relaxing and, you know, playing video games, but no. I trudge along the mostly empty basement, not at all looking forward to my next class, Practical Magic Application. I managed to learn a bit in control and focus, mostly because it's still the beginning of the year. Everything was focused on just breathing correctly, but I still couldn't summon anything. Theoretical magic studies was definitely way over my head, but it did at least give me some good information about magical limits. Apparently everyone is born with a certain amount of potential. I wonder what mine is. But now I've got to be clueless in yet another class. I grit my teeth. I'm not the type to have no idea what's going on in class. Yeah, right. I work very hard so I don't have to feel that way. But here, it's like I'm totally out of my element. I know. Hey, Hannah. Oh, what? I looked toward the voice at my side, completely startled out of my thoughts. Oh, it's Takumi. Oh, what's up? What? Oh, why are you here? I thought you weren't, I tried to think of how to say it and made a vaguely magical hand motion. Takumi laughs. Really? You think so? Could I pass with someone's not... Really? You think so? Could I pass with something not human? Yeah, totally. I looked Takumi over carefully. Well, yeah, plus there was the thing yesterday. Oh, right, that. Sorry about that. I really didn't want to hurt you. Nah, it's fine. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm really glad you were able to stop me before anything happened, right? So as for why I'm here, yeah. I managed to convince the administration to let me attend classes normally only supernatural students. I managed to convince the administration to let me attend classes normally only supernatural students would attend. Ah ha ha! Wow, aren't you special? Professor K helped me out. Professor K helped a lot with that. Yeah. I think back to how frustrated Hikaru looked yesterday. Hikaru seems like he wouldn't be the type to be pushed around easily, but why does Takumi want to sit in anyways? A thought strikes me then as I remember that he randomly had a tranquilizer dart on him. Right? Maybe Takumi is actually kind of scary. I mean, he carries around a tranquilizer dart with him wherever he goes, so... We stop in front of the classroom I was headed to, and Takumi pushes open the door for me. I'm being allowed to sit in today while they get me all officially set up. Okay. Since we're both new, want to sit together? Sure. Sure. Yeah, why not? Alright. I walk past him into the classroom and he follows me. As we walk up the steps, I notice that there's a different view than the first time I was in Professor Kazuma's class. Wow! Okay, so it's like Harry Potter where like outside scenery changes even though they're in the basement and it's like the whole floating candles thing. Oh my god! I'm totally nerding out. Is that all done by magic? Will I be able to do something like that one day? Maybe. I hope. I want to. I see someone in orange waving to me enthusiastically. It's a Shou. I'm confused to see him in what I thought was a beginner's class, but I decide not to ask for now. What? Yeah, Shou. Hey guys, what's up? Oh yeah, he's a second year, that's why, yeah. Hey man. Yeah, what's up? Takumi sits next to Shou and gestures for me to sit on the other side of him. Shou leans over to look at me, yeah. How are you feeling? I'm great. Pretty good, thanks. Yeah. I nervously wait for Shou to mention what happened yesterday, but he never does. Professor Kazuma walks in then, and after putting his things away, begins the lecture. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Today we're going to continue the subject of elemental magic. Okay. I open my laptop and prepare to take notes. Elemental magic is one form of magic that's powered and drawn from the elements of the earth itself. Yeah, I figured. There have been cases of people with especially powerful auras utilizing elements outside of the earth. Okay. But since this is a remedial class, we won't be covering that. Okay. There are many elements magic users can wield in a variety of different ways. So I can earth bend and water bend and fire bend and air bend, right? Since we talked about hydrokinesis last week, today we'll be talking about its other form, cryokinesis, commonly referred to as ice. Yes. During the lecture, Hikaru goes over what cryokinesis is and some of the purposes it can be used for. Towards the end of the lecture, I could swear I can hear faint voices coming from outside the door. Ice can even be an effective weapon in battle, and one of the largest families of half-dragons has utilized it this way for centuries. Yeah. Half dragons, damn. Yukimura Hirayama, would you come in? Yeah? Ne? We all look towards the door that opens, and in walk the two men as if they've just been waiting outside. Okay. Murmurs spread through the classroom. Ah, are you a half dragon? Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Ah, and what would you be? I wonder what you'd be. Are you both half dragons? Oh shit, that'd be so awesome. Shou leans over and glances at Takumi and I before whispering. I bet you anything those two have been arguing again. Yep. I know, it's hilarious. I wonder what they're even here for though. A demonstration. Hikaru continues ignoring our whispers. Shinji and Tatsuya are from an advanced class, but they agreed to do a demonstration for us here today. Oh, so you one of the advanced people. Okay. Tatsuya? Tatsuya steps forward and grabs his left forearm near his elbow with his right hand. He closes his eyes for a moment before running his hand over his arm. Okay. I hear a faint crackling sound from where I sit on the edge of my seat. I don't realize what he's done at first until I see the falling mist from his arm. Ooh. I quickly examine him and see Tatsuya covered his left arm with sparkling ice. Damn! Oh my gosh! There's also a blade that juts far past his fist that looks razor sharp. I can't help it when a gas escapes from my mouth. Yeah. This is one example of pyrokinesis applied for use in battle. Yeah. Tatsuya has effectively covered his arm in incredibly hard ice to act both as armor and as a weapon. Before we move on to the next demonstration, does anyone have any questions? Dude, how do you do that? Still amazed at the sight before me, I raise my hand. Yes, Lee? Yeah. From what I understand, this is the most peaceful period of time there's been so far. Why would a supernatural being need to learn to fight? You never know, there'd be some other monsters out there lurking. If vampires exist, who knows what else could? There are whispers throughout the class following my question. Takumi starts whispering to me. Looks like you've just outed yourself as being a complete newbie. Sorry! Hey, whatever. I'm curious. This is all very new to me. What? How? It's true that monsters no longer freely roam the land and supernaturals have opted to hide themselves as much as possible in today's world. But the fact is that there are still plenty of reasons to learn to use your powers to defend yourself, right? In case of a certain 700-year-old sorceress decides to show up and just, fuck shit up. From barroom brawls to supernatural wars, supernaturals are still people and they're always going to have disputes, right? Hikaru sighs and suddenly looks very tired. Why, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is, right? Just can't help it. The human nature kind of thing just follows us everywhere. So that's why you're here. To help you gain mastery of your power so you can defend yourself. I'm taken aback by Hikaru's speech. I sense I've struck a nerve and I feel like an idiot for asking such an obvious question. It's like the X-Men, you know? I'm feeling completely embarrassed when I feel a warm hand on mine. I look up and see that Shou's reaching over Takumi. Don't worry about it. He's just... How awkward for Takumi that must be. Just be like... in the middle of it. Professor K is known for getting a little emotional sometimes. Aw, he's sensitive. And he knows you don't know about this stuff. Thanks. Okay. Can you guys maybe not do that kind of stuff right now? I know, he's like... Bruh. Do you mind? And pay attention to the lecture? Yeah. Shinji's about to do something super cool. Oh, I wanna see. Sorry. We quickly drop each other's hands and I turn my attention back down towards Shinji. So it's okay if I do a combat demonstration then? But I want to see something different than that. Of course, we'll be doing combat later here too. Alright. Just don't get carried away. Okay. Perish the thought, Professor K. I'd never do anything dangerous to my buddy Tatsu. Shinji raises both his hands in front of his torso as if he were holding something that we couldn't see. I hear a different sort of crackling this time, and the air around Shinji's hands start to shimmer and distort. I swear, Shinji, if you... Don't move. Okay. Suddenly, I see white flashes of something leap between Shinji's hands. What? Almost at the same time as I realize what I'm seeing, he pushes out both hands towards Tatsuya's ice-covered arm. The electricity arcs from his hands to the ice. Almost immediately, the ice begins to melt and turn into a white mist. Oh, so you control electricity, then. Everyone in the classroom seems to gasp at once. He's like, bitch! Look at that stank face. Oh man. Hikaru even seems a little surprised, but he turns to face the class with an awkward smile. Okay, so that was one way of disabling an opponent using ice, if you happen to be lucky enough to be an electrokinetic, yeah. I think that was a nice conclusion to our lecture, so we're done for the day. Okay. I'm only snapped out of my daze by Shou putting a hand on my shoulder. Come on, I'll walk you home. Okay. Yep. Hey, what about me? Can I come? Shou looks at me questioningly, and I nod and grab my bag. Yeah. It's not far, and I'm feeling fine, but sure. Tatsuya and Shinji almost immediately start to argue, but then they both leave the class together before we can catch up to them. Okay, that was interesting. In the hallway, all I can hear are people talking about how cool the demonstration was. The demonstration were, yeah. Takumi beside me literally hasn't stopped talking since I told him he could come and is excitedly bouncing along. Cute. Did you guys see that? I didn't even know Shinji could do that. I know. It was so inventive too. I could have never thought to do that. I would have never thought to do that. Man, I wish I'd paid better attention in physics. I glance over at Shou, who has been quiet since the class ended. Why, what's up? I want to ask Shou what's wrong, but it's kind of hard to have a serious conversation with Takumi skipping right in between us. I know. I think if I look hard enough, I can see actual stars in Takumi's eyes. Aw, damn it, but Tatsuya might come home in a bad mood because of that. What? But still, it was so cool. I wish I could do some awesome stuff like you guys can. I know, right? Or I want to have magic powers. It's not all it's cooked up to be. Yeah, they're pretty great when you're good with them. Shou mumbles this under his breath while Takumi continues talking. Yeah, I figured. But I heard him. I'm gonna go see if I can catch up with Shinji and Tatsuya so I can ask them more. Come on, come on, Hannah. Okay. Well, okay. Before I could say anything, I'm dragged off by Takumi with Shou running to keep up with us. Yeah. Shinji has brought us to a little park just outside of the campus. Okay, we've managed to catch up with them, but Takumi had so many questions that we decided to hang out a little longer. I figured I should hear the answers anyway, so I didn't mind. After a quick trip to the restroom, I'm now sitting on a bench with Shou while Takumi shoots rapid-fire questions. So Shinji, how are you a lightning? So Shinji, are you a lightning mage or what? Yeah. What are you? I can handle all the elements to varying degrees. Oh, so you're just all around magical. Wow, that's amazing. So you're probably the most powerful one here, right? Excuse me, no, that title belongs to me. I glance over at Shou, who's sitting next to me. I don't know him well enough to say he's not acting like himself, but I feel like he's been unusually quiet. Yeah, right. You want to see power? Then let's have a proper demonstration. Hey now, ice versus ice. No thanks, I'm not stupid. He turns to Takumi, ignoring Tatsuya's smug grin. It's true that most people only can utilize one element, but being able to use more than one doesn't mean much when it comes to raw power, right? In fact, 9 times out of 10, if they're using the same element, a specialist will beat someone who can use more than one. Yeah, that's true. You catching this? You catching this, Hannah? Yes, I'm paying attention. I snap out of staring at Shou. What? Oh, yes. Yes. It makes sense. After all, mastery of a subject usually takes intense focus and years. I trail off and my eyes drift to Shou again. And years of practice. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I got it. I notice that Tatsuya and Shinji have become strangely silent. Why, I glance at Takumi, surprised he stopped talking for more than a moment. Why? I'm just stating facts here. Hello? Okay, clearly there's something no one is talking about here, and it has to do with Shou's powers. Right. Unable to bear the stretching silence much longer, I reached for my bag to distract myself with my phone. Ah, that's true. Okay, so because Shou was a phoenix who was born with his powers, but still he doesn't have a grasp of them, even though supposedly being a phoenix specializing in firepower, then yeah, all that shit. Okay, I get it. I got it. Sorry. Awkward. But it's not there. My phone! I looked down under the bench from left to right. Didn't I bring it? I know I had it when I left class. The guys immediately pick up on my distress. What's up, Hannah? I lost my fucking phone! Are you looking for something? Yeah, my phone. I nod and get up from the bench, looking all around it as I speak. I'm just looking for my bag. Oh, my bag. I'm absolutely sure I brought it with me from Professor Kazuma's class. I remember you having it too, because you checked your phone as soon as we walked outside. Did I leave it in the restroom? Maybe? I have to admit that I thought Takumi was far too busy talking to pay attention to anything. He's perceptive like that. I make a mental note to revise my growing assumptions that he was kind of an airhead. But you probably put it down for a moment, didn't you? When you used the restroom. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Maybe for like 1 minute when I... Oh, I'll be right back. I probably left it there. I immediately dashed off to the park's restrooms. Oh my god, please be there. As soon as I get in, I spot my bag in a spot where I would have never left it, the sink. I cautiously look around the bathroom before walking up to the sink and grabbing it. When I walk back outside, Shou was waiting near the bathroom's entrance for me. Hey, nothing happened. Oh good, you found it, yeah. Losing your stuff would have been a pain for sure. I know. Why am I so forgetful, god? Takumi and the others walk up to us. Have you checked the bag? Oh, right. Huh? Oh, no, but that's a good idea. I rummage through the bag, checking that my laptop, notebooks, and wallet are inside. Everything appears to be there, but my phone! Everything's been all mixed up. Someone's been looking through my bag. Even though nothing's missing, someone's definitely gone through my bag. Oh, but why would someone go through your bag? But why would someone go through your things? Because they're looking for something, Shinji. God. Do you have any enemies, Hannah? Not that I'm aware of. Maybe Shizuka, but like, I'm pretty sure she wants nothing to do with me afterwards. What? No, why would I? But when I think through the reasons I could be targeted, only one comes to mind. I am Hana Shinamura, daughter of Shinamura Industries CEO. I don't pretend to know everything my father does, but he's bound to have some people who would want to use me to get at him. Oh. I can't tell these guys that though, nor can I get them involved in anything dangerous because of who I am. Hannah, are you absolutely sure? Yeah! Anything could help. This whole thing might be nothing, but... No, I can't think of any reason for anyone would target... No, I can't think of any reason why anyone would target me. Honestly, it could have just been a thief that just got scared off by someone coming in or something. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. There's no need to scare Hannah with your theories, Takumi. Occam's razor, huh? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's that? In plainer words, the most simple solution is the most likely. Okay. There's probably nothing to worry about, Hannah. Yeah, that's what you think. Takumi doesn't look convinced in the least, and I turn around so I don't have to face him. Shou peeks around at me though, his face right in front of mine. Come on, why don't I walk you home? Sure. Alright, thanks. Okay. We'll see you later, guys. Yeah. We wave goodbye and go our separate ways, though Takumi's enthusiasm was noticeably curbed. I glance at Shou beside me and wonder if he somehow sensed how uncomfortable I was. He did get me out of there pretty quick. Could he know I'm hiding something? Maybe. But Shou looks at me with a smile so bright that I reflexively smile back. He seems content to walk in silence too. That's right, Shou's hiding something too. I guess even people like him have their demons. Yeah. Oh, chapter 3, holy shit. What is going on? Okay guys, I thought I only got like... Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I thought for a second I only had chapter 1, but I guess I'm just missing his epilogue. I don't even know. I gotta review this game a little bit more. So So professional. Confirmed. It's actually the prologue and the first 3 chapters of each character that are for free, and then you buy the rest. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so before I ended up that recording, it was on chapter 3, and it may be a bit of a long video or a long episode, but whatever. We're gonna squish it all in, and yeah, you guys get all of like whatever is offered to us in terms of shows route. So yeah, let's do this. Chapter 3. So resolve. Okay. I wonder what's gonna happen. Another day, another class, yes. Continuing on this adventure and show's route. It's been a week since that day in the park, yes. I haven't really had a chance to talk with Shou at length aside from sending the occasional silly text to each other, yes. But the more I think about it, the more I wonder why he was in that newbie practical magic class. Oh, because we already learned from his character bio that he has trouble controlling his own powers, yes. At first I thought he was just sitting in with Takumi or there to watch the demonstration, but after seeing how he reacted afterwards... could it be that something's wrong with him? No, he's just, he's just like you, out of practice and not really good at handling his powers. But then, why would Professor Kazuma let me choose him out of everyone else to help me? Because we choose so. Because we're God. No. We're just, yeah, this is how it is. It just didn't make sense. Any sense. Well, I felt like I was missing some big piece of the puzzle, and it clearly wasn't something Shou wanted to talk about. Yes, of course not. I make my way into the control and focus classroom for the second time. There's only a few students inside, yes. Most of them are in little groups, happily chatting away as they wait for the professor to show up. Oh yes, Kazuma isn't the one that's teaching this class. He only teaches what's it called? The practical magic, like, application thingy-majig. Yeah, that course. I look around for a place to sit and my eyes fall onto a familiar face. Is it Shou? Shou was sitting there alone, practically at the other end of the classroom, far away from everyone else. Yes, I knew it! He's reading something on his phone with his back almost turned from the front, so he hasn't seen me enter yet. Yeah. He wasn't here last week. What changed and why is he all the way in the corner? Because he's feeling self-conscious. Shou definitely isn't the shy type, so it doesn't make much sense to me. Nothing makes sense to you. Oh, excuse me. Choked on my spit. Oh god. I'm torn between going to greet him and sitting somewhere else. I'm gonna go sit with him. What? What if he wants to be alone? As I finally move to find a seat, Shou looks up. Hana? Yes, it's me. For a moment, Shou seems lost at seeing me here. Why? Why are you so surprised? Like... Then like a switch, he suddenly grins at me, waving me over like a madman. Hey Hana, sit next to me. Yeah, see? Told you. Don't even need to think about it. His enthusiasm is catchy. I offer no objections and sit in the seat beside him. I want to ask him many questions, but the classroom door opens with a bang. Oh. The professor strides in, his messy brown hair practically bouncing as he moves. Oh, it's one of those eccentric teachers. Okay. I hear some of the girls next to me start to whisper, and I gather that Professor Arden is quite popular around campus. Is he? I decide to shove my questions to the back of my mind and pull my laptop out. Yeah. I'll finally just ask Shou about it later. Yes. I put all my focus to the lesson ahead. Righto, kiddos, time to learn. I'm pretty sure he's like those eccentric types of professors. Popular, but he's eccentric. Today we'll be talking about how to focus your magic so you don't accidentally blow something up. Yes. Yes. The professor says this with a laugh. Yeah. But I notice Shou fidget in his seat because he's like, oh god, maybe he has blown up somebody in the past and he regrets it deeply. Despite the professor's light tone, Shou seems distraught, which means yes, he has blown up somebody in the past and he regrets it really badly, and that's probably his deepest, darkest secret, on top of not being able to control his powers all that much. Professor Arden grins at the class. You need to be a little more sensitive, Professor Arden. Right, so let's get started. Okay. The professor launches us into a lecture on focusing auras and all chatter immediately ceases. Completely captivated, everyone hangs on his every word. And yet I keep staring at Shou because, you know, he seems very troubled. All of his attention seems to be focused solely on Professor Arden. Okay. I've never seen him focus so hard before, because he really wants to learn. Inspired by Shou, I turn back to the lecture, determined to learn as much as I can too. The evening breeze blows through my hair, tossing the strands astray. After a full afternoon of classes together, Shou is walking me home again. Yes. He's so quiet today, it's starting to weird me out. I cast a sideways glance at him. You okay, Shou? Anything you wanna talk about? Shou had barely spoken a word since we left the last classroom together. Only a quick, I'll walk you home. Okay. Okay, so clearly he's troubled, but you know, you wanna talk about it? I think he knows what I want to ask. But Shou looks like he needs some time to think. Okay, we'll leave you to your thoughts then, and then, you know, when you're ready, you can come to me and spill your feelings to me. So I just walk quietly by his side, waiting till he's ready to talk. Soon Shou turns to me with a bittersweet smile. Okay. Bet you're wondering what I've been doing in remedial classes. Yes. Especially ones like control and focus. Yes, but we already know as, like, you know, the viewers and the readers because from the character bio we got. I'm a little curious, yes. Shou pauses for a moment. He looks unsure of how to begin. Storytime music. You picked me to help you, so you should know. Yes, I should. When I was little, I was really good at magic, okay? Creating fire was as natural as breathing for me. Yes. I was praised all the time. They called me a genius, okay? But I started getting cocky and the Fire Nation attacked, I know. I don't know what happened, okay. But as I got older, I started having problems getting my powers to work. Maybe it's puberty, you know? And then something happened and I lost control completely. I can't even light a damn candle anymore. It's puberty, maybe. Either nothing happens or I blow something up. Okay. I'm so... he sighs. I signed up for those classes so I can try and learn how to control my powers. Okay, nothing wrong with that. So I don't have to feel so helpless. Shou. Oh, Shou. Oh, Shou. You're not the only one in this situation. I mean, I blow up people without meaning to, too. I figured it might have been something like that, but now that I know the truth, it's much worse than what I had imagined. To actually have had the power, to still have it, but not be able to use it while your friends around you do amazing things. Maybe this is presumptuous, since I've only had these powers for a few weeks. But I feel the same. Yeah, exactly! Same, bro! I don't want to feel so helpless anymore. I don't want to be afraid of myself or accidentally blowing up something up, or worse, someone, yeah. That was a weird sentence, but whatever, it's okay. I don't know what I'd do if I killed someone. Have you killed someone, Shou? So maybe, if you don't mind, we could practice together sometime, right? Seriously, you do that for me? Yeah, why not? We're both in the same boat. Might as well make do with what we have. Of course, why wouldn't I? And you'd be helping me too, right? It's a win-win situation. Hey, sorry, it's just... no one's really taken the time to actually ask me to study together in years. Really? Oh, you poor thing. No, I'm not doing it out of pity, but it's just that I feel like we could work something out, you know? We got a lot of common grounds, you and I. Of course we can practice together. Yay! I might not know how to control my powers, but I do know a lot about the theory of it. But theory is just theory. It's, you gotta actually do them. So I can finally help you out too. Yes. So are you free now? Yeah, sure. Do you want to come over? I don't live far. Yes. I'm free, but yes. I can't figure out how to say it without sounding rude. Why? Could I just go to his place like that? Isn't that kind of... I don't care. Hey, really? You think about that? Shou seems to understand even without me outright saying it. Oh, don't worry. What? Remember Shinji? Yes. Super tall guy with purple hair? He's my roommate, so he'll be there too. Okay. See, roomies! I can't help but feel a little awkward. He knew. I hope he doesn't think I don't trust him. Nah, but well, I can probably make a run for it if anything happens. Girl, you can blow shit up by just being overly emotional, okay? If you get mad enough, then for hell yeah, you're good to go. God. Okay, let's go. Like, it might not blow him up because Shou is, like, you know, immune to it, but, like, at least it'll cause a distraction. With that decision made, we make a slight adjustment to our destination. Alright, to Shou's place! It doesn't look like Shou lives all that far away from me. I feel it a little nervous as we move along in silence. Okay. Hey, do you want to stop at the convenience store on the way? Sure. Oh, we could get some snacks. Yeah. I love snacks. Oh, sure, good idea. We make our way to the nearest convenience store. Okay. Ew. When we reach the shop, Shou stops in front of the door. He turns back to look at me. Why? 11. No 7. Just 11. Wait here, I'll run in real fast, but be out in a sec. Okay. Okay. He runs into the shop and I move away from the door. I settle in to wait, but after a few minutes I start to get an odd feeling and look around. Is someone watching me? Cause I can build the shit up. Oh, hello. It's then I notice a girl standing on the other side of the road. Hello. The setting sun reflects off of something, a vivid blue color near her hair. It's her earrings! I squint and see that she's wearing blue rose-shaped earrings. Very cute. They're so cute, I wonder where she got them. It's probably rude to just go ask her though. People always do that regardless anyways. Like, oh my god, where'd you get your shirt? It's really nice. It's like, whatever. It's whatevs. That's when I realized she seems to be looking at me. What, homegirl? Shou walks out just then and I turned around to face him. I see that he has a couple of bags in each hand. Wow. Sorry for the wait. I went kind of crazy with the shopping. Yeah, I see that. No problem. I take 2 bags from him and move to leave. We can all share with your roomie, so yeah, it's all good. And she's gone. Something wrong? No, it's nothing. I look around while we walk, but I don't see the girl at all. Okay. It's like she completely vanished. Ooh, she ghost. We finally arrived at Shou's apartment building when he starts checking his pockets. Did you forget your keys? Did you lose your keys? Is something wrong? No, maybe? Maybe. I might not have my keys. It's okay. Sorry, it's fine. I'm a little annoyed, but I can tell Shou is more upset than I am. It's true, I'm not particularly impressed with his lack of responsibility, but it is kind of cute. Oh, but I think Shinji is home tonight, yes. I was gonna suggest to pick the lock, but you know what? Let's just check if someone's in first. So we're in luck. Okay. Shou leans forward and knocks on the door. After waiting outside the door for a few moments, Shinji opens it. Yeah. Shinji, what's up? Shou, I swear one of these days I'm gonna super glue the goddamn keys to your hand so you stop losing them all the damn time. Yes. Hey, I seriously thought I had them today. You thought wrong. Shinji seems to realize I'm standing there for the first time and his eyes shift to me. Nice digs. You have a really nice place. Hey Hannah, how are you? I'm great. Hi Shinji, I'm fine. Yeah. I came to practice with Shou, but I don't know why we're doing this indoors when I think we should totally do this outdoors, you know, just in case. We're going to study magic and practice it, yes. Ugh, I'm making an idiot out of myself. This is just so weird. One of the few things I do remember my Shizuka telling me is that I need to be careful of men from a young age. Okay. I can practically hear her voice now, despite, you know, having just transferred an immortality curse onto me and thrusting a whole bunch of powers onto my body, but you know what? If a boy tries anything on you that you don't like and doesn't take no for an answer, then kick them where it hurts and run. Yes, great advice, Shizuka, mother. That's like the only good aspect of you being my mother. Unexpectedly, I find a smile threatening to form, but I manage to keep a straight face and refocus on Shinji. But you got, like I said, you got superpowers now, so you just gotta get mad enough and then just blow shit up. He's looking at me in what appears to be amazement. Why? Oh, okay. Wait, really? Yes, really? Is it really that surprising, right? Oh, well, honestly, yeah, but that's great. Yeah, okay. Just let me know if you guys need any help. Okay. Shinji goes over to the couch and picks up his black acoustic guitar. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be in my room if you need me. Alright. And try not to have too much fun. Hey now, alright, whatever. More like, I'll try not to blow up the entire place. Thanks, Shinji. Go fucking strum some shit. Go play some Bruno Mars. God, don't break the bed or anything. Whatever, Shinji. Just don't go breaking your own guitar, okay? Having too much fun strumming that shit. Shinji, what the hell, man? Well, you are going to practice, aren't you? Magic, that is. Yeah, okay, that's just like how you're gonna go practice with your guitar. Okay, go. Shoo. Would you just get out of here already, right? Shinji chuckles as he walks into his bedroom and shuts the door. Shou turns back to me and I can't bring myself to look at him. Maybe it was a bad idea coming here. No! He's just being overdramatic. Sorry about that, it's alright. Shinji's a really nice guy, but even he can be kind of an ass sometimes. I know. Let's go, my room's through there. Okay, lead the way. Shou points at the hallway behind me and moves past me to lead me in. Okay. I slowly follow him, my heart beating a little faster. Ooh, aw, this is so cute. You have a very cute room. Very sunny and very yellow. I can't stop my mouth from falling open. How on earth did they afford this? Yeah, right? Like, this is a really nice apartment. I hadn't really had the time to think about it, but the living room was really nice too. Exactly. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Still, this is way beyond extravagant compared to my small apartment, right? I look around the room, surprised at how tidy it is. As I should have expected, there are bird pictures everywhere. Oh, right, because he's a phoenix. Overall, the room seems warm and welcoming, a perfect fit for Shou, right? Shou is at his desk looking through the books on his shelf. He seems so focused that I don't want to disturb him. Yeah, you do you. I'll be over here. I put my bag on the foot of his bed and walk to the large window. It's gorgeous. You have a really nice view. Where did you... Oh, why didn't I see this? Like, I would have totally moved in next door to you guys. There's a lovely view of the nearby apartments and lush green area around us. I can even see what must be hundreds of stars. Admiring the view? Yes! Very nice view. Shou's soft voice asks behind me. I look at him and he comes to stand next to me. Yeah, I was just surprised that I could see so many stars. Unless this is all magic too, and it's an illusion. Well, it's because we're pretty close to the campus. Is it really? What does it have to do with anything? There's a weather spell around the campus that helps keep the skies clear of light pollution and clouds. Oh, neat. That's cool. It goes out for a few kilometers or so from a radius of the campus in every direction. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that is cool. But if you want to know more, Shinji would know better than me. Okay. Shou says this also casually, but I'm in complete disbelief, right? Really? I mean, wow. I know, right? Your world is so different. I know. So much better, it seems, but you know, there's always gotta be a flaw. Everyone's so powerful, I feel really insignificant. Hey, it's your world too now. Okay, yeah, that's true. And don't forget that I'm right here with you. Of course you are. I can't do anything remotely that skilled. Yeah, but we're going to learn, right? Yeah, we're going to learn. It's going to be a learning process. I hold my hand out a little awkwardly to affirm my words and Shou gives it a squeeze. Yep, we'll be partners from now on. Yes. Yeah, so let's get to studying. Yes. I move over to Shou's desk and take a look at all the books he's pulled out. They're all on entry-level magic. Okay. I pick them up and notice that they're still in the shrink wrap. The words on the binding suggest they're for elementary school students. Oh. Well, whatever. How long have you had these? It's good to start from the basics of the basics and the simplest of, explanations. So, you know, easy understanding. Not since elementary school, if that's what you're thinking. Okay. I brought them last week. Oh, okay. After seeing Shinji and Tatsuya's demonstrations? I guess. Yeah, I saw the way you guys looked at them. Aw, no, I was impressed, but like, come on. And I thought that maybe I could do that too. Of course you will, eventually. I trust you, I believe in you. No, I'm sure I can. Yes, that's the spirit. Then let's get started, yeah. I pulled out the desk chair for Shou, gently grabbed his wrist with one hand and quickly pulled him to it. What are you doing? There's only one chair, so I'll grab one from the kitchen. Yeah, chill. We're here to study, Shou. Open the book and find out where we need to start. Yeah. At the beginning is probably good. I'll be right back. BRB! Having sat Shou down, I hurry out of the room and towards the kitchen, my determination renewed. Okay. Got myself a chair, or a stool, or whatever I could possibly drag into this room. A long time has passed since we started studying. Okay. I began by having Shou tell me about his history with magic and learned that he actually did know a lot. There was just a strange gap between his knowledge and his ability. Yes, that little gray zone. So even though it must have been frustrating for him, I had him start with the basics and basically teach me as we went. There had definitely been quite a few aha moments for the both of us, but no actual magic practice had happened. Really? No actual magic practice? Then what's the point? Do you want to take a break? I mean, sure, we're studying about magic and how to actually do them, but we're not actually doing them. I stand up and stretch. As I do, I look at my watch and realize it's close to 12 a.m. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, it's this late? Yes. But Shou hasn't looked up from the notes I wrote even once. Instead, he mumbles to me. No, I don't need a break. Oh. But it's 12 a.m. I think I almost got this. Okay. But still, got what? I get no answer before I try to stifle a yawn. I lean over and put my hands near the papers he's been reading over and over again to get his attention. Look, Shou, it's been hours. I think I should go. Whoa? Well, what? The papers Shou's been staring so hard at ignites and I practically jump back. Oh god, girl! We're supposed to study with that, not set it on fire! Shou stands up so fast he knocks his chair backward. I watched in stunned silence as a small fire in the middle of the paper spreads ever so slowly to the edges. Oh god, maybe we should have got a fire extinguisher while we're at it. God damn. I did it, Hannah. Yeah, you did, but like, girl, the desk is on fire. The fire doubles in size as a roar, covering almost the entire desk in flame. We need a fire extinguisher right now, Shou. Stop smiling. I know I'm so happy for you, but seriously, show the textbooks. Oh crap. I've got it. Okay. Shou reaches into the flames and my stomach clenches. Now he's fine. He's fine. What are you doing? Stop. No, he's a phoenix. Fire can't hurt him. But Shou ignores me and grabs the textbooks anyway, even as they're wrapped in flames. I remember then that he's fireproof, but knowing it and seeing it are two different things. And anyway, it doesn't look as if everything about him is fireproof. Yeah. Shou your clothes. Oh my gosh, Shou. Shou. The fire from the textbooks is starting to climb up the sleeves of Shou's hoodie. My brain finally kicks in, and I dash past Shou towards the door to get Shinji. Shinji, we need some water magic up in here. Hey guys, can you put out this fire first? Oof. In my rush to get out, I run right into him as he opens the door. Terrified, I look up I can't say his name too fast, you guys. I can't. So terrified, I looked up into Shinji's face, silently pleading the words I can't manage to get out. Fire! There! Water! Put it out, please! Shinji seems to understand what I'm trying to say and looks up. I turn around to see Shou desperately trying to pat out the fiery textbook. He appears completely oblivious to the fact that his clothes are on fire. God. Shinji sighs as he sweeps his hand open in front of the area that's on fire and then makes a fist. Just like that, all the fire in the room disappears, leaving only scorch marks. Well then. Phew, that was getting totally out of control. Yes, it was. Maybe you should consider installing, like, a sprinkler of some sort in your room, just in case. Or maybe have, like, a fire extinguisher, a little mini one, by your room somewhere. Thanks, Shinji. Yeah, goddamn. No problem, but was that Hana's first fire? No, it's not, and it's Shinji that says it, not Shou. And nope, it was mine. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. I can't believe it. I can't believe I got it. Yeah, and I was controlling it pretty well too. Well, before I got too excited. Yes. Seriously? That's awesome, Shou, right? That's so cool. Congratulations. I would have had a hard time believing it if I hadn't seen it. And don't worry about losing control. That's pretty normal at first. Yeah. Maybe I can make something nice for dinner tomorrow to celebrate. Yeah. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. Shou runs up to Shinji and practically tackles him in a hug. Aww, bromance. Shinji gives him a slightly awkward pat on the back, accompanied by the sort of relaxed smile that implies he's used to this. As I stand there, a hand on my pounding heart, a realization comes over me. Why? What? A minute ago, part of the desk was on fire, Shou's clothes were on fire, and a distinct smell of smoke still hangs in the air. Yes! Yet these two guys are just standing here, smiling and hugging each other like there wasn't a raging fire in a room a second ago. I know, it's just a part of their daily lives, I assume. These guys, they look human, but they really are from a different kind of world. I know. You'll get used to it. My hand drops and my body sags as weariness drags me down. Both men look at me and Shou rushes to my side. So tired. It's past my bedtime. Hana, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just really tired. Yeah. After all that studying and excitement, you must be exhausted. I know. I am. Shou, it's really late. Why don't you take her home? Yeah. Shinji gives me one last smile before turning around and leaving us alone in the room. Okay. After a moment, I come to a decision and start talking. I keep my back to Shou because I know if I look at him, he'll persuade me otherwise. I'm going to head home now. It's way too late for you to walk me there and back, so... He's like, no. What? Okay, did you fall asleep on me? What is this? I feel gentle arms wrap around my waist and a warmth at my back. I try to turn around, but Shou's head is leaning on my shoulder. This is sweet, but like... Shou? You okay? Shou doesn't say anything for a moment, just closes his eyes and smiles. Aww. Relax and let him hug you. Push him away. Try to turn around. I'll just let him, like, hug me. I don't care. It's cute. It's cute. Relax and let him hug you. I relax a little in his comfortable embrace and lean into him slightly, though I'm not sure what's happening. I know. Like, what's going on? I feel like I hear him sigh and pull me a little tighter. When Shou speaks, his voice is soft and full of emotion. Thanks, Hana. It feels like I got a little piece of myself back. Ah, no problem, baby. Glad to help. Of course, but I didn't do anything. It was all you, Shou. Well, you kind of gave him like a little bit of a pep talk, but other than that, yeah. But you did. For 7 years, I haven't been able to control a thing, but since you've... I just want to be a better person around you. Ah, I want to actually be able to help and protect you like I'm supposed to. And I'm sure you will, over time. Shou pauses and I feel his arms loosening. Cold rushes in to replace his warmth and I realize just how comfortable I was. Oh, that was nice. Anyway, let's go. Yes. And no, I'm not letting you walk home by yourself. I figured. Okay. Especially after you helped me out so much. Come on, Shou. Seriously, it's late. Shou grabs my stuff for me and basically pushes me out of the room. Nope, sorry. Not taking no for an answer on this one. Well, and then her advice on Mom. Don't kick him in the nuts now. It's not the no that you expect, that, you know, one would expect. After a peaceful midnight walk, we turn onto the street leading to my apartment. Even after all that happened, our conversation has been rather mundane. Okay. We leisurely chat about our next study sessions and how often we'll try to do them. After a lull in the conversation, I glance at Shou. I get the feeling he wants to say something. Yeah. Actually, I've had that feeling since we left this place. As usual, I wait quietly for him to start talking. I'm sorry about hugging you like that earlier. I tend to hug my friends a lot. No, it's alright. I don't mind hugs. So I guess that means it's official. You're my new friend. Yes. Friend. Do you normally let strange girls in? Just friends? I'm glad to hear that. I don't know if that's a little too early. Just friends? I'm glad to hear that. Do you normally let strange girls in? I'm glad to hear that. I don't think he's the type to let strange girls in. It's just us as like, you know, an exception. I'm glad to hear it, though I did think that maybe we were friends even before now. You're probably right, I'm not the best with figuring out my emotions sometimes. In fact, you were the first person who was kind to me since I came back to Japan, so yeah. We've been friends for a while in my mind, thanks. Yeah, anytime. Aww. We arrive at my apartment and I prepare to say goodbye to Shou. But when I turn around, he's just staring at me. Why? Well, thanks for walking me home even though it's so late. I'm sorry for the trouble. I bow a little, but then I feel a hand on my shoulder. Are you kidding me? Why? I'm the one who wants to thank you. The least I could do was make sure you get safely home. Yeah. It is my job, you know. Yes. He gives me a lopsided grin and I smile back at him. Good night. Yeah, night. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Shou's hand lingers on my shoulder for just a moment longer before he turns around and walks off. Okay, bye. I sit on my bed feeling a little lonely with the absence of energy that is Shou. Yeah. Back when I came to Japan, I didn't want to deal with the Russian roulettes of an assigned roommate, so I went with a single apartment. Yeah, that's true. I figured too. I think single apartment is better anyways. Shou and Shinji are lucky to have each other. It must be fun having a good roommate like that. Yeah, well, like, I don't mind a roommate if it's, like, a good roommate, but, like, yeah, preferably I would like a single room. Idly, I look out the window where I last saw Shou, almost expecting to see him there. That's when I noticed someone standing there. Oh, I've been stalked! Oh, God. Alarmed, I ducked my head below the window's height, but moved closer to get a better look. There's definitely someone standing there. I can't tell if it's a woman or a man, but they seem to be looking toward my window. My heart feels like it's gone perfectly still and my breath stops in my throat. Yeah. Like an engine getting a jump, my heart starts moving again at the sound. My phone continues its melodic onslaught, and being careful to keep my head low, I reach across the bed to pick it up. Who is it? It's my dad. Okay. I try to regulate my breathing and take a glance out the window again. But the figure is gone. Oh. Swallowing, I answer the call right before it goes to voicemail. Hello? Dad? Hey, sweetie. Sorry to call you so late. No, it's fine. But it's about your mother. She called me. She did? She actually did. I feel like my heart has stopped again, only this time my entire body is frozen too. I can't even speak. Dad continues sounding incredibly worn out. Why? What happened? Your mother had to leave. Yes, I figured. She told me her reasons. She asked me not to tell anyone, and I've decided to respect her wishes. Okay? But I thought I should update you. I am already aware, Dad. Sorry. I know I must have scared you with my previous text. I'm sorry for that. No. I finally managed to force my voice to work. That's okay, Dad. I understand. Yeah. Thanks, sweetie. I'm going to go ahead and let you sleep now. I know. He thinks we're so upset about this when we already had it happen to us. Like, we already know the deeds. But I'll keep you updated if anything changes. Good night. Okay. Good night. Not like I kind of want to know where she's at right now. I drop the phone to the bed and stare at nothing for a while, thoughts of the stranger outside gone far from my mind. Mother, I wonder what she told him. What could have she possibly told him? I'm leaving you for a younger man. I don't know. I lie down to try to go to sleep. But I end up continuously sifting through all possibilities in my mind until I feel like I'm going crazy. That's it. I'm done with this. I'll just watch an episode of one of my favorite anime to get my mind off of this. Yes! Anime always works! Haha! I grab my tablet and go to my okay! I grab my tablet and go to my Tatami Rule anime app. Tatami Rule. Yes. Anyone who can figure out what reference it is, points to you. I tap on one of my favorite magical girl anime, one of my few guilty pleasures, and settle in under the covers. Is it Madoka Magica? After a little while passes in the show, a fight breaks out. Some of the supporting characters perform some really incredible magic. I sigh, not being able to fully enjoy it now that I know how hard magic really is. Wish it were that easy for me and Shou, right? Well, eventually it will be. Finally, the protagonist goes into a lengthy transformation that ends with her in a cute outfit. I want to be like that. I wonder if I could transform like that. I want to. The hilarity of the idea strikes me and I end up laughing hysterically for the next few minutes. I seriously do wonder if there's anything like that in the supernatural world. I'll definitely have to ask Shou on that. I'll definitely have to ask Shou that on Monday. I end up falling asleep before the end of the episode, thoroughly exhausted but generally in a good mood. There we go. There's our third chapter. I wonder if I should go back and do some of the other choices as well, because there are some choices that like I want to keep the relationship and the progression of it to be like steadfast rather than just straight off the mark, just be like bam bam, like flirt all the way kind of thing. So yeah, because it makes more sense to like progress from like friends to be like close friends, and then to develop like potential feelings, and then yeah, that'll be like, it'll be more gradual that way rather than just straight up just, you know, being a total flirt to him. And so yeah, maybe I will go back just for the heck of it, and then we can end this episode here and conclude Shou's route, or Shou's preview of his route for now, and then move on to the next guy in the next episode. So yeah, okay, so I had to actually go and like up to the point in which these choices occur, and then go skip on ahead to this. So yeah, so I wonder what would happen if I would be flirty instead of funny, and then like all the other choices maybe sassy too. Nah, I don't want to be sassy to Shou. Okay, let's be flirty. I find myself inadvertently thinking back to the time when he caught me. I hadn't noticed it then, but he is pretty cute, and he's managed to cheer me up. I start typing, "Thanks, Shou. I'm sure I'll be alright, but maybe I'm a little too excited already," and nervously wait for a reply. Wow! That's spicy. Spice things up. A few seconds later, one comes, but it isn't what I had hoped. "Seriously, are you feeling okay? Do you need me to come over?" Ah, he's so like oblivious. Okay. I get the feeling that he missed my innuendo and hurriedly replied that I'm fine. I make a mental note that Shou is not the subtle type before going to bed. Okay, yeah, alright, okay. So let's go try to like that one other choice, which was the before he dropped us off in chapter 3, at the end of chapter 3. So yeah, let's go to there. Ah, we can actually hit the load button. Okay, cool. In here we can hit the load. Okay, so just friends? The words slip out of my mouth before I even register with that I'm thinking them. I clasp my hands over my mouth and I steal a glance at Shou. Shou rubs the back of his neck and face with one hand. He seems to be at a loss for words. Oh god, I can't believe I said that. Now everything's awkward. I know. Desperately, I try for a save. Ha ha ha, I'm just kidding, you know. You don't have to look so serious. Oh, right. Well, you got me. Okay. I spend the rest of the walk wishing a hole would open up and swallow me. Okay, so that's what I ended up having. So yeah, I figured that's the, let's go back then. I think that's the only choices that I kind of want to see in terms of Shou's, like, introductory route. So yeah, I'm guessing that like from the answers and such, just like the game is kind of also like hinting at us to like, yeah, you know, like you guys only just really met each other, and like it wouldn't really kind of make sense to go on the aggressive side of like trying to, you know, push something onto him. So yeah, like I figured. So there's that, you guys. There is Shou's you know, introductory route, first 3 chapters. And so in the next episode, if we go here, we're gonna go on to Tatsuya's route, or introductory route, like his other 3 chapters as well. So yeah, this might be a really long video, but like regardless, like I don't want to like have an awkward cut in between where I leave out one chapter or show and then go on to another guy's route. That just wouldn't make sense. So yeah, so bear with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Shou, and you know, yeah, and then we'll continue on to Tatsuya, and then perhaps, you know, by the end of it, even though I did read that Kazuma is like the only guy that's left that hasn't gotten his own story out yet. So there's that. So it's only really these 4 guys that we have to choose from. Even though I really wanted to do, I was really leaning towards Kazuma's route. I was like, I wanted to go after the teacher. But anyways, yeah. Regardless, we'll go through all the guys' preliminary stuff, and then yeah. Let me know what you guys think about each of the guys. You know, give me suggestions on who I should do first, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But until then, I'll see you guys more for the next episode, and where we can, move on to Tatsuya. So yeah, until then, bye!
불타오르네.